President Trump seems to have caused some unrest at home while on his quest to bring peace to the Middle East. Video of President Trump touching down in Tel Aviv on Monday shows the First Lady very clearly slapping at her husband when he tried to hold her hand at Ben Gurion Airport. Melania was walking a half step behind her husband at the time and managed to rebuff his advance without showing any clear emotion or breaking her stride, while the commander-in-chief responded by using the rejected hand to carefully adjust his tie. It was unclear if this unexpected resistance was the result of any personal turmoil or simply because of the carpet's narrow size. President Trump delivered a brief speech soon after his arrival in Tel Aviv, where he was greeted by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife Sara. President Reuven Rivlin and his wife Nechama were also on hand when Air Force One touched down. It was a brief visit, however, with President Trump and the First Lady departing just seconds after his speech to move on to the next destination. Whatever underlying issue led to the First Lady's rejection of her husband's attempt to hold hands appeared to have resolved itself by the time the two were leaving Tel Aviv on Monday. Melania could be seen graciously extending a small part of her hand to President Trump after the pair said farewell to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife Sara. Video showed the First Lady as she wrapped two of her fingers around one of her husband's fingers for a few seconds while leading him towards their awaiting helicopter. She also got involved in a four-way handhold with Prime Minister Netanyahu, his wife Sara and her husband, with the four laying their hands on top of one another as they posed for a press photo. Melania and President Trump also kept their hands to themselves while in Jerusalem on Monday afternoon. The two were first seen not holding hands while touring the Church of the Holy Sepulchre before walking the streets of the Old City, where again their hands did not meet. Their final stop was the Western Wall, where due to law and tradition holding hands was not a possibility for the couple as men and women are segregated at the site. President Trump became the first sitting president to visit the holy site, where he was accompanied by the Western Wall's Rabbi, Shmuel Rabinovitz. Melania meanwhile visited the women's side of the wall with her stepdaughter Ivanka. Photos also showed the First Lady and President Trump while they toured the residence of President Putin and his wife. The couple again did not hold hands, though Melania was later seen walking hand-in-hand with Nechama Rivlin through the halls of the estate. Melania's swat was not the only incident of note to occur during President Trump's hour-long stop in Tel Aviv either, with a local politician also causing a bit of a stir when he snapped a selfie at the ceremony. Oren Hazen, who has become known in the region for his inappropriate antics, pulled out his cell phone as President Trump walked past him on Monday before snapping a photo. Prime Minister Netanyahu could be seen trying to grab Hazen's arm in a bid to foil the unplanned photo op, but his attempt ultimately proved unsuccessful. Hazen, who was not invited to the event, later posted the photo on Facebook, writing, "Thank you, Mr. President, it was my pleasure."